Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. Been roughly about a week or so, I believe, since I've done my last video. Thank you for joining me yet again. We are back on the Isle of Dorn, and we are just outside of Foundation Hall, about to speak with Khadgar. We waited a good long while for him to be ready to speak to us. We were told to return to Khadgar at a later date to continue on with the story. That, of course, is our main quest line here in War Within. The 3 weeks of Khadgar just sitting there in that wheelchair is now up. As always, this is a fresh look. This is my very first time seeing this. I have not seen any videos about what's about to happen, so everything that is about to happen, quest-wise and story-wise, I am seeing for the very first time, and we will get my legitimate reaction and interpretation of all things story related to the game. So let's go ahead and let's say, well, it looks like we have a fresh conversation to be had with Illyria, perhaps. Although we may have done this one before, but just in case, for those of you that may not be caught up to this portion of the story, let's go ahead and speak with Illyria.
Don't assume victory.
And see what the conversation here is. I'm pretty sure we've done this one before, but just in case, we'll play it again, so you folks can see what the conversation is between these two.
It occurs to me that I never got the chance to properly thank you, champion. Were it not for your efforts, Dalaran could have proven to be an even greater tragedy than it was.
We thought we had lost you, Khadgar. How did you survive?
The Dark Heart was created not to destroy, but to capture and harness all manner of power. When I felt what it was doing to me, I transmuted myself into pure arcane energy.
And allowed yourself to be trapped within the Dark Heart.
Yes, until you freed me.
That was a risky move, trusting me to finish the fight against Xalatath.
I knew you would do whatever it took to defeat her, just like all those years ago, when we charged through the dark portal and closed it behind us to save our world. Both then and now, placing my faith in you was never any risk at all. That transmutation spell, however, that was not without consequences. You know, Kirin keeps saying I should just ride a griffin around. That seems terribly inconvenient, if you ask me. I much prefer this chair.
Could that be because Archmage Modera designed it for you herself?
Why, Illyria? Whatever are you implying?
Only that you and Turallion are so very alike. Bold in battle, shy in matters of the heart.
And you are still the same old Illyria, I see.
That I am, Khadgar. Void or no void.
Okay, so that's a little background about what happened to Khadgar. As you may recall, all the way back at the beginning of the expansion, he supposedly was taken out by Xalatath, and then he was returned at the end of the main portion of the above-ground storyline, shall we say. But, yeah, a fun little bit of personal background in terms of some story, into the personal lives of Illyria and Khadgar as well. So that's that. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it, guys. We finally get to continue on with our main quest line, so let's speak with Khadgar.
I'm glad to see you still in the thick of things.
All right, and his new quest for us is Survivor's Guilt. And he says, "We have all suffered from Xalatath's deeds, some more than others. I am glad to be alive, even if I now feel as old as I look." Khadgar tries to laugh, but coughs instead, and waves off your worry. Don't worry about me. But Aethas, I've heard he went back to Dalaran's crash site, and that he hasn't slept or eaten since we arrived. He wants my help, but I haven't been able to bring myself to visit the crash site. Will you go in my stead? So we're going to go find Aethas Sunreaver in the Tranquil Strand. And, well, we'll get a title for this one. Witness of the Kirin Tour. Alright. Oh, yes, I vaguely remember seeing one report saying we're going to have a storyline involving Kirin Tour. But that's the extent. I don't know what with the Kirin Tour, but we'll find out.
Chatting with you. We all grieve Dalaran, but Aethas may need help processing its loss.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and speak with old Aethas. All right. I'm pretty sure I need to. Let's switch back over to dragon flying. I'm pretty sure I'm. Yeah, I'm on steady right now, so I need to change over. Yep, there we are. Now we're on dragon flight. Here we go. We will only stop for ore. If it's a actually. Yeah, we'll stop for ore, because I need to up my ore. I'll skip the fishing nodes. I won't make you guys, as I often don't think. I'm pretty sure in none of these videos, I don't think I've ever made you watch me fish, because that's just kind of boring. So, go ahead.
The ruins of Dalaran hold more than just debris. They
So,
conceal invaluable arcane tomes. Our mission is to retrieve them before they're lost to history.
there's 800 gold for doing this one right here. So you know what, guys? Bear with me. I'm just going to knock this out real quick, just for the hell of it, since I'm here. This is a very, very quick world quest to do. It will not take long. There we go. Alright, and we're just gonna get 6 of these books. 1, 2, 3. Little Mr. Al with the tootsie pop voice for you there. 3. Number 4. And 5. And 6.
Well done,
And boom.
champion. Your efforts have safeguarded our...
Nice, quick, easy 800 gold right there. Take less than 60 seconds.
Not quite right.
Here's Aethas right here. And he's going through some old Dalaran relics, it seems.
Sunreavers
Alright.
will defend what remains.
And Aethas says, okay, it says, his posture is etched with the exhaustion of sleepless nights and days without food. His tattered clothes hang loosely on his emancipated frame, and his every movement seems fatigued. So he's been here for a little while, trying to clean up the mess of Dalaran, and he's probably falling into a little bit of a depression because of everything that's been destroyed. I see. I knew Khadgar was gravely injured, but it did not occur to me that his wounds were more than physical. I respect his choice not to come here. Alright, so...
May we next meet in the better circumstances.
Alright, and he has a new quest, Aethas, that is, has a new quest for us called The Hardest Parts. Alright, he sighs heavily, his voice tinged with sorrow. And he says, Dalaran, once a symbol of unity and arcane mastery, now reduced to rubble, dash. Again, so much loss, so much pain. Friends and comrades gone in an instant, their voices silenced by silent death. He takes a deep breath, steeling himself against overwhelming grief. But now is time for action, not grief. We must regroup with the remaining Kirin Tor. However, the right words do not come easily, so we're going to help our Aethas Sunreaver send a message to the surviving mages of Kirin Tor in the Tranquil Strand. Alright?
It is important. I've been struggling to find the right words to pen this letter.
Alright, so we're going to help him pen that. Makes me wonder if maybe inscriptors have a different option here. You know, that was I haven't seen that too much in this expansion. I know it's it was nice to see in previous expansions. I know in Shadowlands there were several quests where we had to write things where if you were if inscription is one of your professions, you get several other options because you're at inscribing. So, all right. So the loss of Dalaran, much of our ship is tragedy, and I think we would all benefit from coming together to meet informally as comrades to discuss the fate of the Kirin Tor going forward. Our most pressing agenda would be how to preserve and how to make safe the crash site of Dalaran. I understand if returning or seeing it destroyed for the first time may be too much, but those of you who can, please make your way to the Isle of Dorn. I would benefit from seeing you and do need your help. Alright. There's three different choices. Alright, so that's letter choice number 1. Number 2 is Dalaran has fallen, but we, the Kirin Tor, have not been vanquished. Time to act is upon us. Our order must rise from the ashes and once again fulfill our duties not only as defenders of Azeroth, but as the curators and custodians of magic. Join me on the Isle of Dorn to pick up the pieces of our legacy and the mantle of our responsibility. Join me in rebuilding the Kirin Tor. Alright, so this one is more positive of the Kirin Tor. For the first one is we all together must decide the fate. The second is rebuild the Kirin Tor. The third, I'm assuming, is going to be maybe don't rebuild the Kirin Tor. Let's see. We, those who remain of the Kirin Tor, have much to mourn. Many of us have lost colleagues, friends, and loved ones in the wake of Dalaran's crash. But to do right by those who we lost, we must look forward to the future and make sure their sacrifice was meaningful. Find me in the Isle of Dorn, and we will bring closure to this fateful chapter of the Kirin. Yeah, all right. So the third one is close the book on the Kirin Tor. So I don't like that. I don't want the Kirin Tor to go away. I'm sure some people might, but I personally don't. But you know, in the long run. I don't know if this is we will get different dialogue depending on which one we pick, or it's just it doesn't matter when we just pick one for the sake of. I sincerely hope that the writers put in some effort, and it's a create your own adventure kind of thing where you get different results depending on which one you choose. But you know what? Let's go ahead and I personally, I want to rebuild the Kirin Tor. Because I don't want the Kirin Tor to go away. So, by the off chance that we do get a group up dialogue where we do strengthen the Kirin Tor, then let's go ahead and do that. We'll select the middle one. Alright.
All that I worked for.
And off they go.
Gone.
We have taken the first step at least. Now we wait.
Still we stand.
Oh, we got a random big daddy here. Kirin Tor alright, so he has a new quest for us called Arcane Wasteland, and it's probably just killing a big daddy. Kirin Tor survivors have been hesitant to return to this area. A great deal of energy was dispelled before and after Dalaran's crash. Invisible yet tangible miasma lingers in the area for those who were sensitive to it. It is unclear if the site is hazardous or other more corporal dangers still lurk here. I can protect us, but I expended all my regents at the proscenium. Will you aid me in procuring more? Alright, so help Aethas Sunreaver gather reagents required for a protective spell in the Tranquil Strand. Frostfire Elemental. Frostfire Elementals roam in confusion through the wasteland. Oh, it's not a big baddie, that's just the type of enemy we need to go kill. Alright. The wasteland of Dalaran's ruins continues to buy the lingering energy. Alright, so we just need to take out some elementals and get the reagents. Pretty simple.
This area is dangerous. We must act to protect ourselves while we are here.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and do that then. Let's get on over here. Okay, where are the... Okay, it's... okay. It's not just Frostfire Elementals, it's any Elementals that are available here. I guess all these guys drop these things. I was not around for the first destruction of Dalaran. I joined the game a little while afterwards. At least you know, the problem is I didn't start playing World of Warcraft in its earliest days. So I was not here for the you know, for the Scarab Gong or any of those things. I was not here for Outland. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I started playing in Lich King because that's what drew me to the game. Because I was one of the guys that really wanted to get Arthas out. So let's go ahead. Let's just get to it. It does feel weird that all that time spent playing Legion. I really did enjoy Legion, as I've mentioned several times, and spent a lot of time in Dalaran during that expansion, as I'm sure many of you did as well, for those of you that have been playing the game for a long time like I have. There's a... Okay. In addition to... Oh, there is a Frostfire. Oh, okay. Here we go. Alright. These little guys. Alright, so it wasn't just killing those things. I was a dummy and didn't bother to look several inches to my right so I could see all of this stuff right here. Alright, so I have to go get those little guys as well. I'm sure they're spread in our area here. Let's see, I just go with our... Oh, okay. Okay, so those things also drop those things, but there's a couple we have right here, so I don't have to. Man, you know what? I probably could. How much you want to bet me? I probably could have knocked out that. Probably could have knocked out that world quest while we were here. Could have killed two birds with one stone. Okay, there is. All right, so the Frostfire Elemental is a thing all its own. But he shouldn't be too tough. He's not too tough. We'll take you out. No time. This is gonna be nothing. This is gonna be nothing. Alright. We got some forage here. Gotta get that one. And, oh, there we go. And there's another one of these guys right here. Alright, now we just need a little bit more dust. We'll be good to go. One more. One more. We're gonna be all good. There we go. That's our last piece of dust right there. Alright. Alright, let's turn to Mr. Sunreaver. Alright, here are your reagents.
Scavenge reagents from Dalaran. But we need a barrier if we are to remain here.
Alright, well,
Dalaran.
Here are your reagents. The last few days have been difficult.
Still we stand. And so... we fight on.
And he says, yes, these will do. Thank you, Pandarian. Despite the shards and elementals roaming here, it seems the ruins are not immediately dangerous. But if we are to spend any time here, an arcane barrier is wise. We don't know the long-term effects of exposure of this kind.
It is important with
Alright.
power wisely.
And his new quest for us is Lessons in Defensive Magic. And he says, spell for the barrier is ready, but I must channel it and define its perimeter. While I channel the spell, take these wards, place them at the edges of our would-be barrier. We will empower the spell that you are. We will empower the spell when you are finished. All right, so we're going to help him cast a spell to create a protective arcane dome in the Tranquil Strand. All right, so we're just setting up the area.
Wards on the ground, champion. I will channel the barrier. To me, it seems the Kirin continue to make the same mistakes. If fate has brought Dalaran low twice, maybe it should not be rebuilt.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
For all the ground we gain, we lose people and history.
I don't like the sound of that. Not one bit.
Now, champion, use the Frostfire essence to seal the barrier.
Alright, just use the essence. Yoink! There we go.
That will do.
That's a nice little barrier.
I think I May need a moment to catch my breath.
Yes, always taking the energy out of the mages.
The Sunreavers will
Yes,
defend what remains.
this will do for now.
Still we stand.
All right,
And so, we fight on.
and that one is complete. All right, and Mr. Sunreaver's next quest for us is called Feeling Blue, and he says, "I fear that it may just be me that remains of Harry, or the others are too far away to receive my missive. It may be up to us to build an outpost here and see to the cleansing of the crash site. So be it. It is just as well. So, well, hopefully it doesn't. That doesn't mean that all of the Kirin Tor are gone, and he's the last of them. All right. So build the Kirin Tor outpost in the Tranquil Strand.
It is important. I doubt if we can do all of this alone. What? What is that on the horizon?
Oh, look who it is!
You are not alone, friends.
We get Caligos. Wonderful.
Caligos! You got my message!
All right. Speak of Caligos, our old blue dragon blight
Mistakes
buddy.
have been made, but we can learn from them.
And he says, "I was already on my way after hearing about Dalaran's demise. I am glad that I found him here. Khadgar wasn't easy to reach. All the arcane energy that is being ceaselessly released from Dalaran's ruins must interfere with long-range teleportation spells. I wonder how many others tried to respond to your missive, but couldn't. So because of the energy that is being kind of pulsated from the area, the messages can't get out, so people may not be getting the messages. Alright, so quest, we could use your help building an outpost.
I can definitely help with that. Here, take this bag and start setting up camp.
The bag of helpful goods. Alright, and we got to switch bag of helpful goods. And
Now, excuse me. I need a moment with Aethas.
well, before we start doing
Aethas.
this,
I brought mana potions, but it's obvious what you really need is rest.
Rest? No. I am afraid to close my eyes, Caligos.
oh, that's it. Okay, I thought there was going to be more of a conversation there. Well, maybe there's more with every single item we put up. So we'll put the banner down. And that gives us some protectors. And we get an anvil. And we get a cabinet. And we get a tent. And another banner? No, a mailbox, sorry. Oh, so this is going to be like a little mini town right here. Alright. We're going to get ourselves a, probably another flight spot here, I'm guessing. A flying carpet. This is going to be a, pretty sure we're going to have another flight path here. Yep, it's a flight path. It's another flight path. Fantastic. Yep, flight point unlocked. Wonderful. Fantastic. That's what we like to see right there. Alright. Alright, everything is officially set up.
I will do whatever I can for the Kirin Tor.
Well done. That bag is quite useful, isn't it? I'm glad I thought to bring it with me. Now, on to the task at hand.
Do not worry. This is not the end of the Kirin Tor.
And good. Good. That's what I like to hear. Alright. So, the new quest from Caligos is Magic Stealing Kobolds. Oh, we got kobolds to deal with. Alright. I'm afraid that our cleanup of Dalaran extends far from the shores of the Isle of Dorn. In my attempts to find you, I circled this island many times. During my flights, I sensed the magic of many familiar items that were formerly housed in Dalaran. Dangerous items. Someone or something has taken them, who knows where. We must find these objects before innocent bystanders come to harm. Follow me. So we're going to meet with Caligos at morning rise.
May there be fairer skies ahead. I'll meet you at morning rise, champion. I need to.
Caligos, go. I will be fine.
Maybe, but I am not leaving that to chance. Let's go, champion.
Just like a dragon. Stubborn and a show-off.
Yes, indeed. Kalagos has always been kind of a show-off, now hasn't he? Alright, well, I'll tell you what. We have one last little piece of dialogue here with Aethas. So let's go ahead and speak with him real quick.
For Dalaran.
Alright. Okay, so he's probably just gonna... I'm guessing he's probably just gonna monologue here a little bit and give us a little bit of backstory, so... Let's see what...
Next meet.
Oh, come on. That's right.
Better circumstances.
There we go.
What you have told me makes me afraid for you, Aethas.
Fear isn't part of it. Or not fear of Nerubians or even Xalatath.
Then, of what?
Of letting everyone we have lost down again. If I slip, if I sleep, what then? What horror comes here and takes more of us away?
I know very little about what has transpired here. But, Aethas, none of it was your fault. You're a survivor, a victim of this tragedy. To continue to fight and then rebuild, that's more than anyone would ask of you.
And yet, here I am. Still alone. The Kirin,
They will come. For now, you need rest. Let me put the burden on my wings for a while.
Kalagos, thank you.
All right, so that's okay. So that's that right there. Aethas is in mourning over the loss of everything that he's had to deal with, seeing Dalaran fall once again, and we have his old friend Kalagos is there to help take up the burden of the loss. So a friend coming to be there for him in more ways than one. Always nice to have a friend come to your aid. That's a good little message right there. Well done, writers. I like that. Very well done. Okay, well, all right. So here's what I'm gonna do, guys. I don't know how much longer this particular storyline is gonna go, so I don't want the videos to run too long. So we will leave this particular video here for now. And when we come back on the next video, we will meet up with Kalagos in Morning Rise and see where our adventures take us there. So, thanks for joining me on this one, guys. Drop a like, drop a subscribe if you haven't done so already, and we'll see you on the next one. Ta-ta for now.